Can you imagine a world without cell phones? Feels like the Stone Ages, right? Let's take a journey back in time, to an era where the word mobile was only used to describe something that moved, the prehistoric mobile era. This was a time when people communicated by sending letters through the post, waiting days or even weeks for a response. Talk about snail mail. Landlines ruled the day, and if you wanted to make a long-distance call, you'd better have a pocket full of change for the payphone. Remember those? And let's not forget the ever-popular method of passing notes in class. A stealthy fold here, a sneaky pass there. It was the original form of texting, if you will. Just imagine the adrenaline rush of not getting caught by the teacher. Yes, there was a time when instant messaging meant throwing a paper note at your friend's head. And then came the first cellular phone, which was as handy as carrying a brick in your pocket. Imagine this, folks. A device that was nearly as big as a house brick and just about as heavy. We're talking about a whopping 2 pounds of pure communication power right there. But this was no ordinary brick. Oh no, this was a brick that could make phone calls, if you were willing to part with a small fortune. Back in the day, you'd have to shell out close to $4,000 for the privilege of owning one of these bad boys. And features? Well, let's just say it was pretty much a one-trick pony. Making and receiving calls was the name of the game, and anything beyond that was pure science fiction. Battery life? A dreamy 30 minutes if you were lucky. So you had a phone, a workout tool, and a potential self-defense weapon all rolled into one. Next, we entered the era of flip phones, where ending a call with a dramatic flip close was the ultimate satisfaction. Suddenly, cell phones were no longer these clunky devices. They transformed into these sleek, compact gadgets that fit right into our pockets. The small size, however, did not mean a compromise on features. Flip phones brought along a host of advancements. Text messaging became a breeze with predictive text, and the inclusion of a color screen felt like we'd stepped into the future. The flip design itself was a game changer, protecting the keys and screen when not in use. These phones changed the way we communicated. Phone calls were no longer the only form of communication. With the advent of text messaging, we could now send a quick message to our friends or family at any time. And who can forget the adrenaline rush of flipping the phone open like a secret agent on a mission? Fast forward to today, where our phones are smarter than some of us. We've leapt from dial pads and antennas to touchscreens and voice commands. Now we have these sleek devices we call smartphones, which are basically mini supercomputers in our pockets. They not only let us make calls and send texts, but they also allow us to browse the internet, capture high-quality images, navigate unknown cities, and even measure our heart rate. And who needs a personal assistant when you've got Siri or Alexa at your beck and call? It's amusing to think about how reliant we've become on these devices. Lost without Google Maps? Can't remember life before instant messaging? Or maybe you can't even imagine a day without scrolling through Instagram. So, from bricks to brains, that's the journey our cell phones have traveled. Can't wait to see what's next. Teleportation, maybe?